All right. Hold on, I think. Let me set something up. All right. Let's see. Let's make sure we are ready to go. Okay. I think we are set. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome to live streaming. Okay. I got my monitor set up to the left, so if I'm looking away, which means I'm looking at your questions. Hold on. I wonder I can set it up right here. Let me move my camera here for a second. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we are all right. Can you guys see it? Yeah, I think you guys can see this, right? Yeah. Here's my. I don't know. I don't know what this call. I just had an extra piece around here, so okay. We have James joining us as well. James. Let's see here. Ken joining us as good. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I tried to have some theme right in this channel, some kind of weekly theme that so we can we can something to look forward to, and same topic every single week. We come up with every Monday we talk about like Bravo machines, and Tuesday some kind of lever machine as well, leveler. And then Wednesday, for next, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're gonna talk about Windougees on Wednesday. All right. Okay. Uh, Even though this is not a sponsored by Wendougee, but Joe happened to send me this machine a few months back. So here's the thing about the Windougees. Okay, it's not like Bravo machines. Bravo machines you have thousands and thousands of machines out there. All right, thousands of them, could be hundreds, thousands. But Windougie, goodness, we are talking about. I don't know. Last time I talked to Joe from Espresso Outlet, I don't. They have a maybe 100 machine in US, maybe. So we are talking about fraction of people having this machine. So I mean, I don't know. Is that fun to make content out of it? But there's something we're gonna talk about is pretty much relevant to any coffee machines out there, right? So today we're gonna talk about pressure versus a flow profiling. We do that last week as well, similar concept, but earlier today, okay. So I mean, I did some testing done before the session. So here's what I did. So Wendougee has two modes, okay, pressure profiling versus flow profiling. So what is a pressure profiling? The pressure profiling is you set the machine that I want to start with, let's say 10 bar, okay, in the beginning. And then after after 5 seconds, you're gonna go down to 6 bar, five or four or three. So you can actually set the pressure from your machine. Unfortunately, Wendougee does not have the pressure gauge, right, on the grip head. So we know how much pressure is coming from the pump, but we have no idea what's going on in that pressure here. Okay, so we have no idea. All right. In compared to like Bianca, a little like Bianca or any kind of flow profiling machine, the manual one has the lever, right? One of those lever, so you can actually see what's going on in the pressure, and with flow. Flow makes pressure too, right? I mean, depend on the grind size though. If the grind size is one grind size, more pressure, more water going into the puck is going to increase the pressure. Okay, it's going to be less water. It's going to decrease the pressure as well. So it's all dependent on how much water going in. So here's what I did with the Wendougee. So I know. Let's see here. Is there anybody owns a Wendougee? Our live chat. I know we have a few people have Windougees in our live chat. I think we have a. I know for fact. Okay, about 3 or 4 people have that. Okay, I know Jiggy, and I know some other people has that machine. So with Windougees, comes to set the pressure. So here's what I did earlier today. I'm trying to how much water coming out. Okay, I got that number say right over there on my chalkboard. If a 9 bar pressure, okay, if you set a 9 bar on machine, if you're going to run for let's say 10 seconds, so you're gonna get about 120 grams of water coming down, which means it's about 12 milliliter per second in on average. Okay, plus minus couple gram here and there. So a 9 bar is about 12 milliliter. Okay, which means 12 gram. 8 bar sets at about 8 milliliter. Okay, and then 6 bars is about 6 milliliter per second, and 3 bar. Okay, 4 milliliter, and then I even said yeah, 4 bar, and the 4 bar again about 4 milliliter as well. So less the pressure, less the water going into the puck. All right. For if you have a Wendougee. So if I were you, okay, if you have a Wendougee, just play with instead of a pressure, play with a flow. Okay, flow profiling is a lot more consistent since we don't know what's going on with the puck, so it'd be a lot easier to keep track of what you are doing, right? Instead of setting the bar pressure. So I want to start with the 12 or I want to start with the 10, and then after let's say a couple seconds, so you're gonna hit it hard in the beginning, you're gonna bloom it after that, right? You're gonna stop for let's say 10 seconds, even 15 seconds if you wanted to. Okay, even 5 seconds doesn't matter. Play with the flow and when to stop. Okay, and I think that's the fun way to go. All right, and then there is another option. You can actually do the brew by weight as well. If you get a Bugu scale, you can do the brew by weight. But comes to these machines, so I know a lot of people trying to compare Wendougee with decent espresso machines. It's more for Wendougee, more like compared to let's say a little like Bianca with the flow control machine. If you're like close to closer comparison, that's for sure. Okay, a lot closer to Lillette Bianca than Wendougee is close to decent. Yes, it does have fancy screens. Okay, it does have fancy screens. You can actually program it. You can program your profiling as well. You can keep track of what you're doing. You can set your favorite profile. You can do that consistently. Okay. One downside of Bianca, one of those manual machine, semi-automatic, you're not gonna have that consistency like Decent or Wendougee does because this is actually programmed. So you're gonna have the consistent shot every single time. I mean, with Bianca, you can, it's more for feel to it, right? If your group head pressure is, high, you can start manually control the flow. Okay, you can manually control the flow that you can save the shot. Okay, you can save the shot if your grind size is too fine. But one downside is pretty much you're playing with the puck that you're not gonna get the same results all the time. So that's why having like decent or Windougees, as long as you have grind size right, and you're gonna have a consistent shot every single time. So let's brew some coffee. All right. Okay. I hope that helps. If you are thinking about buying Windougees, I know there's a lot of comment that you know, yes, they truly cannot do the pressure profiling, but with the flow, I mean, it does a really nice job. Okay, especially with the saturated group head and the gear pump, it's very precise. So, I mean, that's what I've been using for the past couple of months. I usually play with flow. Okay, the flow then playing with the pressure. But again, I mean, like if you're just joining us, 9 bar pressure give you about 11 to 12 grams per second. 8 bar is about 8 grams per second. I'm talking about the pressure give you the how much water coming down. So I mean, even nice to I don't know. I wonder how hard to add pressure, okay, sensor inside the machine. If in that case, you know exactly what's going on. Okay, so we can actually play with it. Okay, I mean that's for sure because like decent espresso, if you go to like certain pressure in the group head, if you are going to program it, right? Let's say if you are, I think decent maximum flow is by 8 grams per second. So you're gonna tell the machine that if group head pressure, let's say more than 9 bar, okay, we are tell the machine that instead of 8 gram, we are going to cut water down to let's say 5 or 6. Okay, so give you less water. And then once you go to certain puck pressure, you can manipulate the shot. Okay, but thing is, I mean that's after the fact, right? So you have to program it first. Okay, which means all about the grind size after that. So it all depends. Okay, it all depends on what you like to do. Hold on a second here. Just make sure I have a. There we go. So this one is Columbia La Victoria. Okay, very fruity coffee. Sounds really good, by the way. Flower, red and orange, orange fruit. Okay. Let's see who's here right now at the live. We got Matt joining us too, and then Adrian joining us as well. Matt asked me, what is my? I don't have favorite machine now. Okay. I've been playing with so many machines over the years. You know, I mean, okay, so least I want dual boiler with some kind of paddle. Okay, so some kind of you can control the flow of the water. All right, so more like it's just minimum. I want the Bianca. Okay, and then I mean Bianca is really fun to use. That's great machine for. I mean, specialty coffee. Okay, but pricey. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, that's quite pricey. So, all right. So I'm gonna dose out 2. Okay, 2 shots. Okay, if you had a grinder, you would always use that. Comes to grinder, it's gonna be 2, right? One for filter, which means one is EK43. Okay, all the time for my filter coffee. Comes to espresso. Man, if I'm gonna get one, I want to go to 64 millimeter. Okay, so any 64 millimeter. All right, that's for sure. All right, we got Ahmed and Peter popped in from Thailand. That's a long way. Comes to grinder here, right? Okay, so I've been playing with P64. You know what? Let's play with Calf Attack today. MC5. Okay, let's play with the MC5 today. All right. So MC5 71 millimeter conical from Calf Attack, made in Seattle area. Okay, great. So here's the thing about the conical birds. Even though they're conical, this grinder is extremely clean. Okay, so I mean, if you want a clean cup, why not get a flat bird, right? So I mean, that's the thing about the Cafetech MC5. Okay, because they do make a flat max as well. So they make flat max. So okay, here we go. 120 RPM, very quiet, solid. Yeah, very quiet grinder. All right. That's right. We got friends in Asia. It's about early morning right now. Okay. Yeah, it's about 4:30 at the moment. So I'm gonna be put the paper on the bottom. By the way. Yeah, I'm I'm using paper today. Yeah. Have you guys heard about the? I think scientists they did a study done. Okay, the filter coffee, not the filter coffee, but no coffee with a filter on it, any kind of paper filter. Uh, Lower your cholesterol supposedly. Okay, so supposedly, all right. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, supposedly it's lower their cholesterol. So I'm trying to use more paper. Okay, that's for sure. All right, I'm just gonna do some WDT here. I think a grind size should be okay. Yeah. Okay, let's do some quick temp. Okay, look like it's gonna be more like looking at the grind size. I mean, you can usually tell by the depth how much headspace I have. All right. We have someone ask me. Oh no, no, you cannot. Only machine you can do temperature profiling is decent. Okay. I know. Supposedly, okay, supposedly, fellow machine. They claim to do temperature profiling, but not the sense of what decent does. So I mean, this is a very unique machine, by the way. I mean, you can do so much with decent. That's why they have an entire community around the machine. Yeah, they're very hardcore. Okay, very fanatic. That's for sure. All right, for this shot, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be doing uh, flow profiling. Okay, so it's more like my blooming shot. It's one of my favorite profile. Very quiet machine though. Sounds like jet. So coffee like this, I really like to go turbo. Okay, turbo shot be very nice. I like to go about 50 gram. Okay. I mean, look at the shots. Just beautiful. Okay. Just beautiful shot here. Cheers, guys. Oh yeah, they're fantastic. Okay, they're a great shot. Okay, very fruity. With the conical as well, very clean. Okay, very clean cup of coffee. With paper on the bottom. So hopefully I can show you guys. Yeah. So with the paper, uh, you can actually, filter out some oil as well. Okay. I mean, works great. Okay. So with the conical birds, I don't know. Hold on. Someone asked me about the DF64 Gen 2. Hold on. Someone made this Gen 2 dosing cup. Bravo machines. You can actually. Oh, hold on a second. You can. There's an adapter for it, and you can just simply put the 54 millimeter dosing cup. I used to have it here, but I cannot find it right now. Yeah, that's for sure. Again, fruity coffee. I mean, like fruity coffee. I prefer a longer shot turbo. Okay. Like medium to dark roast coffee. I want to be a little tight ratio as well. So yeah. All right, Brock, join us. Okay, good. And then James, yeah. So this machine is 20 amp. Okay. So you gotta, if you're thinking about getting machine, you gotta be careful. Just make sure your wiring is made for 20 amp, not the 15 amp. So how can you tell if you have a 20 amp versus a 15 amp? If you're not quite sure about it, uh, call your electrician as well. I mean, if you're sure, if not, sometimes look like you have a 15 amp outlet, the wiring is made for 20 amp. So it all depends. So definitely you are going to consult with uh, electrician. Okay, you do not want to have your house burned down. Okay? You do not want to have a house burned down. So this coffee is good. Okay, with the conical. But if I'm going to try with, let's say, flat burr, it's gonna be give me it's gonna be another tasting note as well. Okay, it's gonna bring out more the brightness. Okay, yeah, let's do that one more since we have here. This time, you know what? Let's go extreme. Okay, so we went with 71 millimeter conical. So now let's go with 83 millimeter. Okay, DF 83. Yeah. So I wonder I can go really tight ratio on this one. Okay. Yeah, I wonder I can go really tight. I'll just make sure I have a my okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go really fine, all right? Yeah. So let's go. Yeah, let's go really fine ratio. Maybe we can go at like a 1 to 2 ratio. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Okay, 20 amps. Say by most place of click. Okay, most place code we need a 12 gauge wire. The 12 gauge wire usually yellow. Once you open up the outlet, you know. Okay. Yeah. So you want to be a yellow wiring coming out from the wall. Yeah. So again, if you're not sure about it, just make sure. Yeah, talk to your electrician. All right. Okay, let's go with the paper one more time. Yeah. I mean, I do like using paper. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, here we go. Donnie, that's right. Donnie got one too, right? Yeah. So Donnie said I did have to replace the 20 amp. Okay, good. And then let's see, data as my breakfast room. Okay, or my downstairs outlet. Good, perfect. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna do my little WDT. By the way, nothing like manual. So if you can get the best result, the manual does the best job. That's there's a lot of automatic ones out there. I mean, I have a couple. I mean, if you want to get done right, the manual is the way to go. Let me look at this. Just beautifully done. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna go temp. Okay. Think. I mean, I can usually tell by the how much space I have. I don't know. It's gonna be okay shot. Yeah, it's gonna be okay shot. Yeah. I'm just gonna put the top two. Yeah. The reason why I put the top paper on the put the paper on the top, just have you're gonna have a clean shower screen. So I got one on the bottom and one on the top. Top one is not necessary. Okay, that's for sure. You don't need it. Okay, so again, like I say, if you're just joining us, we are talking about pressure versus flow. Okay, so you cannot do true pressure profiling from data S because we don't know what's going on with the pressure inside the group head. We only know the pump pressure. Okay, but again, I did actually measure it this morning. 9 bar give you about 12 grand per second. 8 bar is about 8. Yeah, 60 bar about 6, and I went down to 3 bar pressure. I think the 4 milliliter, so 4 grand per second is, I think it's the lowest go. Okay, lowest can go comes to pump pressure. So, and I haven't done the 2 bar yet, but again, for this one here, again, I mean, I like to do so this one here, if you're joining us, if you're new to the machine, in the beginning, I start with the 12 milliliter. Okay, I'm just gonna shock the machine first, and then hold on. Maybe we can modify that for our session right now. Okay, let's do that. Hold on a second here. Screen does. I mean, this screen does pretty good. Hold on, good. And you can actually set your profile. Okay, and you can change the pressure versus the flow. How much water going in? In the beginning, I did a 12 milliliter, okay, which means 12 grams of water going in the beginning. I'm gonna do that for 5 seconds. Let's change it to, okay, maybe we can change to, let's say, 4 seconds, okay, instead of 5, okay. And then we're gonna do, instead of 12, let's say, I don't know, maybe like 10, maybe, okay. Yeah, maybe you can do, instead of 12, maybe 10, 11. Yeah, maybe 11. Okay. There we go. And then second one, I wait about 5 seconds to bloom it. Okay, that's fine. And after that, I did 3 grams per second. 3 gram. I wonder I can go even lower. I want it very gentle as possible. I think the lowest I can go is 2. Okay, maybe 2.5. All right, let's save that. So now we are going to use this profile we just create, and then we're just gonna put a shot. Okay, perfect. There we go. Yep. So right now I'm blooming, right now, and then wait for 5 seconds, and shot's gonna come out. It's gonna be gentle on 3. We did a 3 or 2.5. Okay. Let's do 40 gram. 40 gram at 25 seconds. Okay. I mean, this is a great shot, by the way. All right. So 40 gram at 25 seconds. So this is, close to 1-to-2 ratio. I like the shot time as well. Obviously, to give you more crema. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's see. Donnie said, I really need to get a scale. I don't like going. Oh, goodness. Donnie, yeah, get a scale. Okay. You don't need to get a Bugu scale. Just get any scale. All right, Donnie? Yeah. And Bugu scale is nice, but yeah, I mean, just get the regular scale. Okay. So make sure keep track of it. Because, you want to know the output. I mean, you can base on how much water going in, but, it depends on the grind size, what kind of coffee. It's not consistent. So yeah, just make sure just cheap scale. Yeah, you can start measure it. Here you go, cheers. So it is 83 millimeter MP burst. Let's see here. Yeah, MP, so it's gonna be very clean. I'm using the Columbia right now. Flower, red, and orange fruit, and juicy. And then I put the paper on the bottom as well. Yeah, goodness, it's much better. Flower, juicy. This is a great shot. Yeah. fantastic shot. I'm not gonna finish it, but yeah, great machine. Uh, okay. Donnie has norm core scale. Yeah, norm core scale is not gonna sync with the machine. Only scale is the Bugu scale. Okay, if you have a Bugu scale, you can actually do the brew by weights. All right. Yeah. So you need it. Just get the Bugu scale, but they're like 80 bucks. Wait, how much is that? 80 bucks, $90? Could be 120. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see here. James talking about the 20 amp outlet. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think it's about 120, right, Jin? Yeah, it's about 120 bucks. About 130. Yeah. I mean, it's still cheaper than Akaya scale. Okay, Akaya is like 250 right now. Yeah, 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 250. If you are thinking about buying Akaya, if I were you, just get the Akaya Orbit. Okay, not the Akaya Orbit, Akaya Pro. Okay, that's big Pro over scale, and get the Akaya. It's called Umbre. Okay, Umbra or something. This small scale, smaller than Lunar, but you can actually sync with the power scale. So you can have, so you're gonna have pretty much same price. You're gonna have pour over scale and espresso scale at the same time. So it's pretty good. Gene said, yeah, Bugu scale is as good as Akai Lunar. They are solid. I seen it before. Their Bugu scales, they did really good job. They're all metal based. It's just like this. Okay, but half the cost. That's for sure. And plus, you can sync with your Wendougee. All right. Okay, let's see here. James said Wendougee is about 2200 watts. Okay. Yeah. Clean. Clean shot. Again, like I said, you can usually tell by once you have paper on the bottom, you know this area here. So that's the where it's channeling a little bit. Okay, you can actually tell from the marker on the paper too. So you can learn what kind of shot you are having. This one is not as bad as you can see. Yeah. Again, great coffee. Okay, this coffee, MP burst 1 to 2 ratio. Yeah, juicy, fruity, perfect. Okay, perfect shot. All right. What else? I think we are. So tomorrow, wait, tomorrow's Thursday, right? What, man, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Tomorrow morning? I don't remember. You guys remember Thursday? We figure out tomorrow. Okay, yeah, we figure out tomorrow. I Yeah. Let's see what James is talking about there. Wendougee, I hope that is right. Seems that they're on the uh, Ethernet. Huh. I don't know what. James, what are you talking about there, James? Let me know. Okay. Okay. What else? Comes to what? Man, we need some new stuff, guys. I need to get a new stuff for the channel. I feel like we are playing with the same machine for last, I don't know, 5 years. I got some, yeah, I got some new stuff, but what's the latest new stuff I got? I got some new stuff from Espresso Parts. It's called Barista Basic Tools. It's really nice. Okay, fun to use, cheap. All right, that comes with a stand and something else for like 30 bucks. I do have the discount code as well, but I got this pad too, this rubber, but it's not exciting, right? It's not exciting. Yeah, comes to coffee gear here. It's all the same thing. So, yeah, let's let me reach out to more people. Okay. Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. Yeah, let's do the AeroPress tomorrow. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, you could. Yeah, let's do the AeroPress tomorrow. Okay. Actually, you know what? Maybe next level. Yeah, I do have a next level over there. Yeah, let's do the next level tomorrow. Yeah, I got the next level sitting right over there. So let's do the next level. Yeah, we did a mocha pot a few weeks back. Yeah, yeah. So let's do the next to the next. I got some great coffee here. Uh, if you haven't tried blue cotton candy, okay, from Brent from Good Brothers, this thing is awesome. I'm really enjoying it. Hold on. BYB said X Bloom Studio. Yeah, that's right. We got the Aiden and X Bloom Studio. Yeah. Yeah, let's do the X Bloom. Why not? Yeah. Okay, hold on a second here. MGS say, hey, Hun, how much coffee gear you broke or does not fit? Okay. Uh, hold on. Studio is not, yeah, hold on. Jin says studio is not much fun. Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah, I mean, X Bloom is not a, yeah, I think we're going to do AeroPress. I mean, AeroPress is very popular. Everybody has AeroPress, right? Not everybody has X Bloom, so yeah, maybe we do both, right? Let's do the X Bloom and yeah, and AeroPress or next level. Yeah, let's figure it out tomorrow morning. Yeah, but again, I mean, X Bloom is more like set it and forget it. So I mean, that's really easy to use, but yeah, it's not as fun. I mean, what's fun machine? Yeah, what's fun machines out there? Lever machines are fun, if you ask me. Okay, but not a whole lot of let's see. I mean, once you have like Bianca, okay, if you have a Bianca, right, like Bianca, dual boiler machine with a paddle, all right, and then we have ECM, Profitec, all that. They're pretty much the same thing, very similar machine, all right. I mean, if you've seen one, pretty much rest Rocket as well, pretty much they're all the same. E61 is E61, so it's not, it's not exciting. Okay, I know Wendougee is a fun machine to play with. With the D scene is also really fun as well. Okay, and let's see. I think it's a fun. Okay, fun because you can do any recipe with it. Sure, water temperature too. Yeah. Uh, okay, let's see. Our portafilter fit. Hold on a second here. Okay, hold on. How much? I don't. I don't know. All portafilters fit. Hmm. I don't know what you are saying there. Okay. All right. I don't know what you are saying there. Okay, hold on a second. I bought three portafilter and only fit one. Okay. Which machine you have? Yeah. Which machine you got? Because depending on the 58 millimeters are E61 is a very interesting one. Okay. They looks the same, but it depend on the machine. So got the E61 fits in uh, Lillette. Okay. Looks similar. I mean, even like Pusado. Pusado is a great example. So Pusado makes Lillette, and let's see here, one for the Lamborghini as well, and also some other machines. So they have three different type, but slightly different variation. All right. Okay. Again, it's not the same. Especially 58 millimeters are confusing. All right. So make sure you got to get the right portafilter for that. And especially if you are getting from, let's say, Nomcore or Three Bombers, those portafilters just made for 58 only, 58 millimeter for E61, which means most likely it fits Bianca. Okay. But if you have a different ones, it all depends. Okay. Sometimes hit and miss. Slightly, if you off slightly, it's not gonna fit quite right. Okay, that's for sure. All right. Okay, hold on a second here. I think, yeah. All right, guys. It's 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. already. We haven't done late afternoon. I think today is first. It's been a long time. Okay. So let's back to regular schedule tomorrow morning. Yeah, let's do the regular schedule. Let's go live around like 8 or 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, more like 9. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. What about the basket? Which one, like the comes to baskets? Here's the thing about the baskets. If you go to like Espresso Parts, they have $5 baskets, filter baskets. Maybe I can show you guys. Hold on a second here. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can show you guys. The baskets are only $5 or $6. Espresso Parts. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up for you. Barista Tools. Okay, let me pull it. I mean, again, the milk jugs are cheap too over there. It's called Barista Basic. Hold on. Shot glass, towers. Hold on. It's gotta be here somewhere. Here we go. I mean, look at this, guys. I mean, you can go with a different size as well. Here we go. You guys see this? $4.50. Okay, they got 14 gram basket, but you can go with it like 20 gram. Okay, 18, 20 gram. They're great. Okay, they're fantastic baskets that some say. I think a lot of people, a lot of my friends use that basket. By the way, a lot of my friends use that baskets. So $4.50 plus you got 10% off. So you're gonna save yourself another 40 cents top of that. But again, those baskets, God, my friend Jordan used that one. I mean, he has, I don't know, I mean, incredible setup. His coffee machine is like 5 grand with, all kinds fancy grinders, but he likes that for $5 baskets. Some say that they are very close to VST baskets. They're very close to VST. So, I mean, that's more for the shop baskets, actual coffee shop. But the baskets we buy at home, right? IMS, VST, Pullman, they're like $30 and plus. Okay, so it's all depend on what you guys like, right? I mean, I'm using the IMS right now. Actually, I'm using the Posada basket as well. Posada has a cheaper basket, like $15 basket. So uh, I don't know how much baskets really matters unless if you start buying high extraction baskets. So this is the high extraction. So this is the Posada version of it. Weber makes one as well, and also S-Work makes one, Sheldon makes one, and then few other companies starting to make high extraction baskets. Okay, so with a high extraction basket, you can grind even finer than most times, give you more extraction. So this one is great for like light roast coffee. I mean, don't use that with dark roast coffee unless if you're gonna go really dark. Go with the like Ristretto shot, 1-to-1 ratio. I've been really enjoying that as well. But but again, that's all depend on the coffee. But most times, this is really good for light roast coffee. So this is great for your second option. Okay, second baskets. All right, not as your main. Okay, not as main. This basket highlights the pretty much. I mean, if your coffee is bad, highlight all the bad in your coffee. If coffee is good, it's gonna be highlight all the goodness. So, I mean, sometimes people complain about these baskets. When I get a terrible result with these baskets. I ask, whatever. Okay, what kind of coffee are you drinking? Just, I mean, sometimes they're using dark roast coffee on high extraction. I told them no. Okay, it's gonna be terrible. All right, it's gonna be bad. All right, let's see. 8 p.m. in New York City. All right, I think we have a lot of friends from. Where's the friends from Australia? I think is a Brock in Australia. I'm not sure. Hold on. Okay. Brandon say, do you okay? Do you have to grind coarser? Well, oh no, you have to go finer. All right. Okay. If you're using one paper on the bottom, it's gonna be increase the extraction speed. So, so I like to go a little finer than maybe one or two clicks finer than what your current setting is. If you're using one paper, all right. And if your grinder is not, it's not, it can go fine enough, right? Brent makes it's called 909 paper. Okay, it's gonna slow down your shot significantly. It's pretty thick paper as well. So that one you can get actually coarser, okay, because that paper is so thick that slow down your shot tremendously. So so all depend on the coffee, but regular paper, yeah, go a little finer there, little finer. Okay, it's gonna increase the extraction speed. All right, guys, we are done for the night. Yeah, stay cool out there, guys. I don't know about you guys, but in Tucson, it's hot. Okay, 110-degree today. All right, 110. All right, it's terrible. Michael say something and erased it. Yeah, man, it's. I'm telling you, the summer in Tucson is grind. All right, it's terrible. Yeah, 80 in New York City. That's nice. We like 80s. I like 70s though. Yeah, 70s is great. California, man, can't beat that, right? California weather. All right, by the beach. So next year Coffee Expo is in San Diego, by the way. All right, hopefully we're gonna see Jane there as well. Yeah, we have a lot of California friends, so hopefully we all see you guys there at the San Diego Coffee Expo. Should be a lot of fun. That's for sure. All right, guys. I hope you guys are having a great rest of the evening and morning. Okay. And hold on. Okay, hold on a second here. We have read that moto. What brand? I don't know. What are you trying to say? Let me know. Okay. All right. Read that moto. What? Yeah. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna waiting for. We have a. Yeah, I like to call this person MGS. First three letter. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we are done for the night, guys. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Okay. And then I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow morning. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but we let's do next level. Yeah, maybe next level and Aeropress. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. That's for sure. All right, guys.